Hey guys, welcome to the Insight Corner. My name is Nikon. I am here to help you get unstuck, get back on track, achieve your goals in less time with less stress and less pressure. Let's go. So I thought of a topic that would be really helpful for us to explore today, and it's a question that a lot of clients ask me. And the question is, how do I get out of my own head? And I think it's a really great question because being in your head is one of the things that really gets in the way of you performing at your best, being creative, being innovative, and being inspired, right? So if this is the thing that's keeping you from doing your best work and moving forward, let's talk about it and let's dissolve it. So gosh, for me, and I really get what being in your head is like, because when I was playing Taekwondo professionally, I and compete in like gold medal rounds or silver medal or bronze medal, and like there's like winnings on the line, like losings on the line, and it gets tricky, right? Because it feels like everything's on your shoulders and it's about you and what is about me, and there's people cheering, and like it makes sense that you would be in your head in those situations, or even in business. You know, if you're trying to create clients to grow your business, or you're worried that your business isn't where it's supposed to be, and you're thinking about your expectations and other people's expectations, it feels like this weight on your shoulders. So what do you do about it? To me, the most helpful thing that I've learned, and I've learned this through the three principles and through Michael Neal and mentors in that space, is the first thing is to notice that you're in your head. When you can notice that you're in your head, it creates this separation in your mind where you know what you're looking at isn't reality per se, but you're thinking about what you're seeing. And so an example is, we'll use Taekwondo as an example, because if you're on this channel, you get a lot of Taekwondo stories. I used to be a Taekwondo player. I could compete at the Thai National Olympics and put all the world's weight on my shoulders of needing to perform and needing to win and needing to be at my best, or I could be really present and enjoy the game of Taekwondo, really and truly enjoy the game of Taekwondo, and enjoy being able to play at this level, enjoy competing with my partner and my sparring partner or my competitor, and just really having a great game. Same experience, completely different perspectives of the same experience. Now, I'm not talking about needing to change your perspective or needing to change or reframe it. I'm talking about noticing that you have thinking about the thing you're doing. So if you can really see that you're in your head, it helps to notice to not take what you're seeing super seriously, especially if it feels icky. I did an interview with 𝗪𝗧 𝗪𝗁, and she's a really well-known teacher, and she said that when you're afraid, it's like knowing where your thinking's at. It's like you have your hand on a hot stove. It's like, ow, that hurts. So if you're afraid, you know that your thinking's on a hot stove, and it's just a sign for you to slow down and recalibrate. And if you could get that, that will totally change your life. I promise you. If you can notice and be aware of where your thinking's at, it will change the game for you. Because then being stuck in thinking is not like being physically stuck in the mud. It's just being a little caught up in your imagination, and it's like you don't know you're caught up until you know. And once you know, you're like, oh wow, these dragons that are in my head, all of a sudden not so scary if I know that I'm the one making them up. If I'm the one making up the dragons, then it doesn't really make sense to scare the shit out of myself about my life, my business, and my relationships. So now that you know, or kind of have an idea of where to look in your thinking to know to get out of your head, is what do you do next? How do you get back on track? How do you get back into that performance place in you of creativity, innovation, and trying things and getting things done? For me, it's knowing where to listen, and this has totally changed the game for me. I think Michael Neal drew this in a workshop once in Singapore at a retreat. He said, imagine waves, right? Or, no, it was a podcast, and he was speaking to 𝗪𝗧 𝗪𝗁. It's like on the surface of a river, there's lots of waves, and there's wind, and it's really messy, and it's turbulent. But the deeper you go in the river, it's a calmer feeling. There are currents, and there's flow, but it's a calmer feeling. But both things are happening at the same time. The turbulent river on top, and the more calmer settledness below. So for me, if you know that that calmness is available to you always, you can go there even when things look really turbulent to you in your mind. When it feels like it's a tornado raging in your head and circumstances, to know that there's a deeper feeling within you that you can listen to. And how do you know you're tuning into it? Because there's a calmer, to me it feels like a calmness to it. It's quiet and it's still and it's calm. Like in this moment, I could listen to the cars passing by and you can hear it, or I could tune in and kind of listen to the wind rustling the leaves or the birds that you might be hearing. And it's that settled feeling that's available to you at any given moment. And that, to me, that's where the juice is. If you tap into that, I promise you, the next steps will be revealed. And it's a really powerful place to be in your business, in your life, in your relationships. In fact, it's one of the core things I work with my clients is how to listen to yourself with a quiet mind. Because if you can listen to yourself with a quiet mind, it's like the fire exit for getting out of your head, and you tap into your greatest resource, your innate knowing that just guides you to the next step, which is really all you need. You don't need a 10-step plan. You just need the next step to take you to the next step. And often the next step is a thing that's going to take you all the way there. You just keep taking the next steps, the next steps. Yeah. So recap, notice you're in your head. 2, notice what to listen to. If you're listening to the scary imaginations in your head, you're going to have a bad time. If you notice to listen to yourself with a quiet mind, with less in your mind, and you tap into that deeper nature, you'll hear something. You'll get insight. And you know it's insight because it has a quiet, certain feeling to it that's still. And it feels like a knowing, like you just know. And that's how I would answer that question. So thank you for tuning in. If this was helpful to you in any way, please share, like, subscribe. I'm getting better at this. Share it with your friends or family. I deeply appreciate it. Stay tuned for more good stuff, and we will speak soon. Bye.